Greetings to one and all present here. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome all of you to the webinar hosted by the Interact Club of DLDAVPP. I am Interact Ishika Malhotra, the Vice President of the club, and I'm so glad that all of you could join us today. Now, before we begin with the webinar, I would like to invite you all to join us in the lamp lighting ceremony as we give ourselves to the Almighty God who has helped us to make all our endeavors a success.
Shubham kurutvam kalyanam arogyam dhanasampadah. Shubham kurutvam kalyanam arogyam dhanasampadah. Shatru buddhi vinashaya deepajyotirnamostute. Deepajyotirnamostute. Shubham kurutvam kalyanam arogyam dhanasampadah. Shubham kurutvam kalyanam arogyam dhanasampadah.
Peace and tranquility. I would like to now invite our Secretary Interact Tatsat Malhotra to introduce the club.
Thank you, Ishika. Greetings, everyone. My name is Tatsat, and I'm the Secretary of Interact Club of DLDAVPP. Our club, also known as RA Yuva Club, has a long journey behind itself. Throughout our journey, we have spread many smiles and helped many people. We are a part of RI District 3011 under the aegis of Rotary Club of Delhi Megapolis. Our hard work in Interact have been able to achieve a number of feats which we are always celebrating with joy and pride. We have conducted a large number of projects that have brought significant changes in the lives of many people. I would like to formally introduce our district team, Rotarian Ashok Kantur, who is our respected district governor, Rotarian Manoj Srivastav, our assistant governor, Rotarian Sandeep Diwan, our parent club president, and Rotarian Jushwant Sood, who is the Interact chair. And finally, our guide, our personal mentor, Rotarian Vivek Sardana sir. Well, to begin the event, I would like to invite our president, Vishu Mittal.
Thank you so much, Tatsat, for this wonderful introduction of the club. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you all are excited for what we have in store for you today. You all must be wondering, Darshan Pravah. What does that mean? Well, Darshan Pravah literally translates to flow of philosophy. No, don't turn off your computers just yet. You might be surprised to find out that the flow of philosophy can also be interesting and can actually make you want to change the way you live. Intrigued? I know I am. However, before we begin, I would like to introduce a few of our respected guests who have joined us today. From our school, DLDAVPP, we have our respected principal ma'am, Ms. Seema Agarwal, our teacher coordinators, Ms. Neelu Kalra ma'am, and Dr. Sheetal Rajvanshi. Now, I would like to invite our respected principal ma'am, who has been a supporting force for our club. Without her guidance, we couldn't have gotten where we are today. Ma'am, I would like to request you to please say a few words to our students present here.
Thank you very much, Vishu. Thank you, Ishika. Thank you, Tatsat, for inviting me. Good evening, everyone. I'm truly glad to be a part of this special event, Darshan Prabha. Am I audible to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Vishu. Darshan Prava is organized by Interact Club of Darbari Lal Devi Model School, Pitampura, with Chelsea Academy of Nepal, and Interact San Pedro Sula, Honduras, and Rotary Club of Delhi, Megapolis. Interact Club is popularly known in our school as Arya Yuva Club. I welcome all the dignitaries present here, along with the student members from other prestigious schools. I want to say that DAV organization has more than 980 schools across India with a single motto, service before self. The DAV philosophy of education gives equal attention to personality development, character building, and gender equality. And it aims to give young ones physical, mental, intellectual, and spiritual training. In our school, we run number of projects to inculcate habit of community participation and social commitments to the society where we live in. Among all of them, all the projects running in our school, I believe Arya Yuva Club in the name of Rotary Club is one such and the most active club where each interact is very enthusiastic to take new initiatives, has great positivity, and is full of energy to serve for the society. I wanted to convey this to all the dignitaries and all the member students who are with us, that my school teacher coordinators, Mrs. Niti Kanwa, Mrs. Neelu Kalra, and Mrs. Sheetal Rajvanshi are round the clock working with Interact students to spread virtues of kindness and humanity across the community. In our school, we are working with number of projects, and some of the most popular ones are Roti Bank for the needy people, Patrika Project, where recycling of used paper is being done, promoting wealth from the waste, in which we have made number of notebooks used for documentation work in the school by the students and teachers. Recently, we are planning to make A4 size paper also. We have another initiative by the Interact Club, Matra Chaya, which is an initiative in which Interact Club donates clothes during their visit to special home. We also provide and promote recycling of plastic bottles, which are further used in designing home use decors. Another initiative taken by the Interact in our school is Sambhav, in which students sell self-made items during festivals, and the money generated is used for the welfare of the community. I feel proud to share with all of you that our school is a proud recipient of Gold Club Award of 2021-22. And I, as a principal of Darbari Lal Devi Model School, Pitampura, promise you all that our school Interact Club will continue to work diligently and follow the ideology and principles of the true Rotaract. My best wishes to all of you, all the Interact members for the coming years, and may all your future endeavors and initiatives be a great success. So good luck to all of you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your kind and inspiring. We are highly grateful that you could join us today. Now, I'm going to stop sharing my screen so our presenter for the PPT can start.
Well, you all must be waiting for us to start the presentation, right? Wait ends here. Now I'd like to invite Vishu Mittal to start the presentation to introduce you all to a new, or more precisely, an Indian philosophical way of life.
Thank you so much, Ashika. Indian philosophy. Sounds boring, doesn't it? Well, I'm here to show you that it isn't. I'm here to show you that Indian philosophy has much more to offer than what meets the eye. However, Before we dive into the realms of mysticism of Indian philosophy, I would first like to talk about India itself. A vast nation, India or Bharat, is spread over a large landmass of 3.287 million kilometers square. The nation holds a multitude of cultures, languages, and traditions, though home to diverting and different groups with such variegated ideologies, India as a nation remains united and strong. India has evolved, discovered, and adapted throughout its history, taking in new cultures with every breath she breathes.
Indian philosophy finds its roots in the spirituality of an individual. It provides them with certain laws, abiding which the individual can lead a perfect life, the life that can ultimately lead him to salvation or moksha. The Indian perspective is concerned with the concept of Atma Vidya, which means the knowledge of self. The schools of Indian philosophy, they can be broadly classified as orthodox or Astic and unorthodox or Gnostic schools. Astic schools relate to religious sect and include Hinduism, Nyaya, Vaisheshika, Samakhya, Yoga, Purva, Mimamsa, and Vedanta. Gnostic schools include Buddhism, Jainism, and materialistic Karvika school. The focus of our presentation shall be on the yogic school of philosophy. So let's get acquainted with the yogic philosophy. Yogic philosophy, or the sutras of yoga, were given by the Indian philosopher Patanjali a long time ago, somewhere in the early centuries. There are about 195 to 196 sutras as cited by different writers. You may know them by their reference to the Ashtanga, which are the 8 elements of yoga, namely as Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayam, Pratyahar, Dharana, Dhyana, and Samadhi. So let's talk about each of them in detail.
Yamas are considered the ethics and give us a code of conduct or a certain set of guidelines that should be observed when we interact with the world. We always have heard of ahimsa or non-violence. The Indian freedom fighter Mahatma Gandhi is one of the most widely known advocates of ahimsa who fought the colonial rule by his kindness. It is interesting to note that ahimsa is attributed to a vegan diet that promotes ahimsa towards animals. Satya or truthfulness is one of the most desirable virtues in every individual, which of course has emerged from the tradition of yogic philosophy. An interesting aspect of the importance of this practice is seen in the tale of Satyavadi Harish Chandra, who has said to have denoted his entire kingdom and sold himself and his family to keep a promise given to sage Vishwamitra in a dream. I have always felt it is unfair that people accuse philosophy of being too idealistic in nature, but I believe this third yama is just simply practical or legal for purposes as well. Asatya or non-stealing, which prohibits a yogi from stealing. It is believed that theft makes us spiritually weaker. The word brahmacharya actually translates as behavior which leads to Brahman. Brahman is thought of as the creator in Hinduism and yogic terms. So what we are basically talking about here is behavior which leads us towards the divine or higher power. Brahmacharya also evokes a sense of directing our energy away from external desires and instead towards finding peace and happiness within ourselves. And last but not the least, we have Apigraha, which is concerned with feelings such as jealousy, envy, greed. Do you think you may have felt this in your life? So practice Apigraha, which with us by learning the art of letting go. Try this every time you buy something new in a market. Let something else go. Practice the art of simply letting go.
While yamas encourage us to look outwards, the second of our ashtangs encourage us to look inwards. These are niyams, the Sanskrit word that has been adapted in Hindi to mean rules, but niyams are simply things to do or observe to lead a life of a yogi. Let's talk about the five niyams in detail. The first one up is Soch or purification. Shauch refers to a sort of cleansing. It means letting go of all negative thoughts and feelings that hold us back, letting go of the yearning and longings, something that is actually quite prevalent in the modern culture. The practice of Soch is followed by Santosh or contentment. Once you have rid your mind of external desires, can you achieve Santosh, a state of peace and gratitude for all you have in life? The third of Patanjali's niyamas is tapas, which often translates traditionally as austerity or discipline. The word tapas is derived from the root Sanskrit word tap, which means to burn, and evokes a sense of fiery discipline or passion. In this sense, tapas means cultivating a sense of self-discipline, passion, and courage in order to burn away impurities, physically, mentally, and emotionally, and paving the way to our true greatness. The term swadhyay literally means one's own reading or self-study. It is the fourth niyam of Patanjali's Yogic Sutras. The word itself is made up of swa, meaning own self or the human soul, and adhyay, meaning lesson, lecture, or reading, and can imply the practice of studying scriptures as well as the practice of studying the self. Ishwar Pranidhan is the practice of fully surrendering the self to God, chosen personal God or life force. In surrendering the ego to the supreme being in humility, it is thought that the character of the divine can be attained. In Patanjali's Yoga Sutras, it means committing one's life and one's yoga practice to the Lord. The practice of Ishwar Pranidhan means that if we are able to completely surrender our individual ego identities to the God or our own higher self, we will attain the identity of the God.
In Sanskrit, asana is often used as a suffix in the name of a pose. Although asana is not most popular aspect of yoga, it is considered to be only one small part of the tradition of yoga as a whole. It is the third of Patanjali's 8 limbs of yoga. Asana practice is considered important since it helps to keep the physical body healthy. Since the body is the vehicle of our soul, looking after the physical body for spiritual development.
Pranayam is a system of techniques used to harness and manipulate universal energy known as pran. It is an integral aspect of yoga, often incorporated into the asana practice or used as preliminary steps for meditation. The term is derived from Sanskrit roots prana, meaning vital life force, and yama, meaning control, and ayam, meaning extension or expansion. Pratyahar is considered to be an important preliminary step to meditation. By drawing the attention inward, Pratyahar reduces disturbances in the mind known as vritti enabling the peace of mind required for concentration and truly meditative states. According to yogic philosophy, there are three levels of ahar: the physical food, impressions from the five senses, and association with others. Traditionally, the practice of pratyahar is centered around withdrawal from any ahar which is not nourishing for the body, mind, or spirit. Dharna is perhaps seen as the picture most associated with yoga. It is when an individual's journey to samadhi begins, when he starts to focus all his attention on a single point of focus, such as navel or an image in their mind. This is followed by dhyan, referred to as a meditative state of mind. Finally, this leads to samadhi, the eighth and final step in the path of yoga. As defined by Patanjali's yogic sutras, in yoga, samadhi is considered to be the state in which the individual and universal consciousness unite. It is a blissful form of total meditative absorption reached once the practitioner has moved through the preliminary stages of Patanjali's eightfold path. The spiritual significance of samadhi is profound since it encompasses self realization and symbolizes ultimate connection with the divine. The significance of yoga is undeniable. More and more people are adopting a yogic way of life. Its peace and contentment is often coveted by the common man. It requires great discipline on the part of the individual, along with the practice of the eight elements or the ashtangas of yoga. The entire world is now joining India in leading a yogic way of life. The question is, when are you? Well, that was it for our content of the PPT. However, don't leave just yet. We still have a lot in store for you. So, you heard us talk about yoga and yogic philosophy. Now it's time for a little bit of entertainment. Therefore, we have brought to you some performances by our talented interactors. Up first, we have a dance performance by our interact Asta Bhaduria. So let's put our hands together for Bharatnatyam.
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 देवकी नंदन तुमको वंदन रखते सबकी लाज सबके स्वामी अंतर्यामी पूरन कीजे काज देवकी नंदन तुमको वंदन रखते सबकी लाज सबके स्वामी अंतर्यामी पूरन कीजे काज मन मंदिर में सजे बिहारी मनमोहन तेरी छवि अति प्यारी मन मंदिर में सजे बिहारी मनमोहन तेरी छवि अति प्यारी बंसी बजैया रास रचैया तारनहार मेरे तुम ही केवैया तुमसे बड़ा कहाँ कौन कन्हैया श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा देवकी नंदन तुमको वंदन रखते सबकी लाज सबके स्वामी अंतर्यामी पूरन कीजे काज
What a beautiful and captivating dance performance. Astha, you never fail to mesmerize us. Now, let's have our fellow interactors, Palak Khullar, Bhavya Soni, and Ananya Sharma, enchant us with their melodious voice as they present a Sanskrit octet in the worship of Lord Krishna, composed by Hindu Bhakti saint Sri Vallabhacharya. Put your hands together for Madhurashtaka.
वचनं मधुरं चरितं मधुरं वदनं मधुरं वलितं मधुरं चलितं मधुरं भ्रमितं मधुरं मधुराधिपते रखिलं मधुरं धरं मधुरं वदनं मधुरं नयनं मधुरं हसितं मधुरं हृदयं मधुरं गमनं मधुरं मधुराधिपते रखिलं मधुरं वेणुर्मधुरो रेणुर्मधुरः पाणिर्मधुरः पादो मधुरो नृत्यं मधुरं सख्यं मधुरं मधुराधिपते रखिलं मधुरं गीतं मधुरं गीतं मधुरं भुक्तं मधुरं सूक्तं मधुरं रूपं मधुरं तिलकं मधुरं मधुराधिपते रखिलं मधुरम् हरिणं मधुरं तरिणं मधुरं हरिणं मधुरं स्मरणं मधुरं वमितं मधुरं शमितं मधुरं मधुराधिपते रखिलं मधुरं कुञ्जा मधुरा माला मधुरा यमुना मधुरा वीची मधुरा सलिलं मधुरं कमलं मधुरं मधुराधिपते रखिलं मधुरम्
Wow, wasn't that magical? I feel truly at peace. But that's not all for the music today. Up next, we have a soul stirring and a bit last minute performance given to us by our interactors, Riddhi Kanodia, Ekant Sharma, and well, myself, of Shiv Tandav Strotam. The astonishing story behind this absolute composition of Shiva Tandav Strotam is that once Ravana conquered the land of India. Hence, he approached Mount Kailash, where Lord Shiva immersed in his deep meditation. Ravana commanded Shiva to come down, and when the divinity did not arrive, he uprooted the mountain with his 20 hands. Therefore, Lord Shiva pressed down on Mount Kailash with his feet, and Ravana's hands were thrashed by the mountain's weight. After that incident, Lord Shiva pardoned Ravana after listening to his praise in the significant Strotam composed. So let's get ready for the energizing, the oldest, and the ever powerful Shiv Tandav Strotam.
जटाटवी कलज्जलः प्रवाह पावितस्थले कलेवलं विलम्बिताम्बुजङ्गतुङ्गमालिकां टमट्टमट्टमट्टमन्निनादवट्टमर्मयं चकार चण्डताण्डवा तनोतु नः शिवा शिवम्
जटाकटाः सम्भ्रम भ्रमन्निलिम्ब निर्झरि विलोलवीच वल्लरी पुराजमानमूर्धनि तगत् 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 ज्वललाटपट्ट पावके किशोर चन्द्रशेखरे गणि प्रतीक्षया मम
धराधरेन्द्र नंदिनी विलास बंधु बंधुरस्फुरद्दिगंत संतति प्रमोदमान मानस कृपा कटाक्ष धोरिणी निरुद्ध दुर्धरापदि क्वचित् दिगंबरे मनो विनोद में तु वस्तुनि
जटाभुजंग पिंगल स्फुरत्मनामनि प्रभा कटंब कुंकुमद्रव प्रलिप्त दिग्गधूमुखे मदान्ध सिंधुर स्फुरत्वगुत्तरीय मेधुरे मनो विनोद मद्भुतं विभर्त भूत भर्तरी
ॐ नमः शिवाय
सदाशिवं भजाम्यहं सदाशिवं भजाम्यहम् ॐ नमः शिवाय
सहस्रलोचना प्रवृत्ति शेषलेख शेखरा प्रसून धूलि धूलिनी विदुषिराङ्घ्रिपीठवा भुजङ्ग राजमालया निबद्ध जाट जूटक श्रियैचिराय जात काञ्चकोर बन्धु शेखरा
प्रफुल्लनीलपङ्कज प्रपञ्चकालिमप्रभा वलम्बिकण्ठकण्डली रुचिप्रबद्धकन्दरं स्मरच्चिदं पुरच्चिदं भवच्चिदन्मखच्चिदं गजच्चिदान्दकच्चिदं तमन्तकच्चिदं भजे अखर्व सर्वमङ्गला कला कदाम्बमञ्जरी रसप्रवाह माधुरी विजृम्भणा मधुव्रतं स्मरान्तकं पुरान्तकं भवान्तकं मखान्तकं गजान्तकान्तकान्तकं तमन्तकान्तकं भजे That just gave me chills. Now, with this, we conclude today's event. I would like to express my sincerest gratitude to each and every one of you for joining, to our respected principal ma'am for gracing us with her presence. I would like to thank our teacher coordinators, Ms. Neeti Kanwa ma'am, Dr. Sheetal Rajvanshi ma'am, and Ms. Neelu Kalra ma'am for being a part of the event today. I would also like to thank members from different clubs who have joined us and our guests from abroad. My gratitude goes to all of you, dear participants, and my team of interactors who have made this event possible. I would like to give a special mention to the members of my cabinet, Eshika, Tatsat, and Pari, for being here. You guys are a truly indispensable support system. Once again, I bid you a very good morning, good afternoon, and good night. This is Vishu Mittal signing off. We would now like to open the floor for any discussions or comments. I have allowed everyone to unmute themselves. If you have any questions, please go ahead and ask us. Well, if there aren't any questions, that's no problem. I would like to request our secretary, Tatsat Malhotra, to please leave our Instagram page's handle in the chat box. Yes, Ednea. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name incorrectly.
Thank you for giving me this. Yeah, you pronounce it correctly. My name is Tania. I'm from Interact Club of Falcon, District 9212. So I would like to ask the interactor, how do they keep their club very active? Thank you.
Thank you so much, Edna, for that question. So our club is active because of the virtue of our interactors. We've always been in constant communication with them, and they see us as more of their friends than as their senior students or cabinet members. We often try to celebrate every achievement that our interactors have and treat them to small little treats on every achievement of our club as well. And I guess that answers your question. We keep our interactors active by having constant communication with them. If there are any other questions?
Vishu, can I come in between?
Yes, ma'am, please do.
Vishu, it's Ishika. I just wanted to tell you one thing. The presentation was the most beautiful one. And all of you are like people who should go for some kind of a dramatics club mein. Because dance, your song, your presentation, all was class apart. And I'm really very, very happy and glad to say this. And I'm proud of you, dear Interact of Darbari Lal DAV Model School, Pitampura. And I wish you can interact more in this event. I urge all the interacts who are just now joined the event, you please interact, communicate between each other, because that is the way you can express yourself and your work you are doing in the school. Because I believe in your school, you are so energetic and enthusiastic that I want that this should be reflected in the event. Isn't it? So Vishu, Ishika, Tatsat, all the other members, you please give at least one line of impression of yours club to others who are the participant of the event.
Of course, ma'am. That makes so much. That makes our event so much more better. Thank you so much. So, but before we begin, I believe Sachin also has a question. Sachin Pandey.
Directly in coming next generation yoga.
I apologize, Sachin. You're not audible.
I'm audible.
Yes, now you're audible.
How is yoga in India community people directly in coming next generation people enjoy yoga and spread in what?
I'm sorry, Sachin, I wasn't able to hear you correctly. Do you mind typing down your question in the chat box for us, please?
Vishu, I want all the members of my school, Sanvi, Niharika, the names I can see here, Suvarcha, please come out with one kind of your message you want to give for the other members of Interact who are just viewing your program.
Sanvi, why don't we start with you?
Yeah, hi everyone. I'm Sanvi from DLDAVPP, and I want to share that I've not been in the Interact Club for too long. It was just an year that I joined the Interact Club, and honestly, it was a really good experience. Now I'm in class 12, so I think I'm no more will be an interactor, but I'll remember this time period and this time period for the Interact very well. Thank you so much, ma'am, for giving us
Sanvi,
this.
thank you very much to hear from you. You are such a wonderful member of my school that I always feel proud of you whenever you come and speak in front of the audience. You are a wonderful orator. So you show your presence in any event, whatever is going on in the online or offline. Vishu, I believe I have become a moderator now. Anybody else from the school? Ishika, Vivid, Vidhi.
Ma'am, joining in track club was, I guess, one of the best experience that I've ever had. I just joined in class 11th, but I so wish that I was a part of Interact Club from the beginning. I will miss Interact Club a lot. Seeing the smile on the faces of the kids that we used to meet, it used to encourage me so much to do something good with my life and be successful so that I can help them even more. I will miss them and I will actually try to stay connected to the Interact Club even in 12th if it is possible.
Thank you very much for your wise words. Anybody else from my school?
Hello
Ma'am, I
everyone.
believe Niharika.
I am
Yes.
Interactor Niharika. I joined the Interact last year and it was a really wonderful experience. I always wanted to help people and it's been an amazing journey. Everyone in the club are just as amazing as I thought they would be. They all do a commendable job and a phenomenal, in fact.
Thank you very much. Vishu, I'm sure I'm not taking much of a time of your event.
No, ma'am, of course not. Actually, we
believe-
also have Jocelyn's from Interact SPS. Jocelyn, we would be highly obliged if you would introduce yourself and your club to our respected principal, ma'am.
Good morning for me. Good afternoon for you. It's a pleasure to be here with all of you. It was an excellent and amazing webinar. It's really interesting to see the difference and the cultural aspects that India is rich for and it's famous for. So thanks for that. My name is Jocelyn Fiallos. I'm from Interact San Pedro Sula. That is a club located in Honduras, District 4250. And we are from Central America. We are part of Latin America. Our original language, our native language is Spanish. And we're really like excited to be part of this project. So thanks again, Vishu, for the invitation and to the club itself. Our club has been a club that has reactivated itself. So we are growing and learning step by step. We're a community club. So everyone, like a lot of young people from all around our city has joined our club. So we are learning together and making progress in our club. Thanks.
Thank you, dear. We invite you to India. Whenever you get a time to visit India, please come and visit our school and we'll be honored to have you in our school community.
Thanks. I'll try to go to India.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jocelyn. We also have District 9212 with us. Whomever is the representative from that device, I would like to sincerely request you to please introduce yourself.
That's okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Rotaract Teddy Nderitu. I am the District Rotaract Interact Chair. This has been an amazing session and program so far. I really love how Principal Mom is so dedicated to nurturing the interactors. I think that's so special and I'm really proud.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Mom.
Thank you, Rotaract Terry,
Thank
for
you.
joining us today. Nana, please go on.
Hello everyone, I'm Naina. I'm from class 10th and Interactor here. Now in class 11th, it was such a great experience to be a part of this club. And it hasn't been very long since I've joined this, but I feel like I've been a part of it since the beginning. And I hope to be a great part of it next year as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Nana. We are looking forward to see you more often in our school activities in 11th and 12th and 10th as well, because we believe in our school holistic development. So more you participate, more you interact, more you are going to evolve as a wonderful person. So all the best in life, Nana.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Naina. Ma'am, actually, it would interest you to know Naina is one of our prospective cabinet members for the next 10 years. So she's
Great,
been a
great, Nana. Good to see you. And say tomorrow is a holiday. On 30th, we are going to meet. All of you are going to meet, and in my room, we'll have a good chat together. Right?
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, why
Krishank,
not?
Krishank is there from my school. Krishank belongs to which class?
Ma'am, I'm in 10th and now in 11th.
Okay. Do you want to say anything about the Interact Club or all your initiatives in the school?
Yes, sir. I'm in this club from last 2 years. This would be my third year in this club. I'm really enjoying Interact. Like it is like the one of the most best activities I've ever saw in school. Interact feels like a very satisfying club. You can help, and you also get a chance in your academics to nurture yourself. So all I want to thank is Dr. Sheetal Rajvanshi ma'am, Neelu ma'am, and you ma'am for giving us this opportunity to meet up on this platform here. Thank you.
Thank you, Kishag, and I'm so happy that you are enjoying your activities in the club.
thank you so much, Krishank. Suvarcha, do you have a question or a comment?
Okay, hi, I'm Suvarcha from DLDAV PP. I have been the part of Interact Club since 4 years now. I'll be completing my 4 year this time, and it's been a great journey. I was very small when I joined. I was in grade 8, and I'm keep on learning till now. And this feels a very good opportunity for me to keep on learning as a human, learn a long life. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Suvarcha. Thank you very much. And I believe you will continue to work like this only, not only in the school, but otherwise in future when you are in college, because you need to continue your work in the in the senior classes in the future also. Connect yourself with the Rotaract in the future also, because we have many students in the colleges who they are really in contact with the Rotaract, right? Anybody else who want to speak?
I believe, ma'am, Sachin has asked a question in the chat box. To answer your question, Sachin, the influence of yoga in India is directly affecting the community and the people in the coming generation. As during these times, our lives are becoming increasingly complex, increasingly difficult. We have to manage a lot of responsibilities with our students as well, with our schoolwork and with everything around us getting so chaotic. Yoga is termed as a way of escape. Yoga can lead us to a peaceful transition throughout our life as we go through different phases from adolescence to adulthood and subsequently old age. The practice of yoga has been scientifically proven to be enhancing of the mental peace and tranquility. Thank you so much. Okay, so we have Anvay Asri. Anvay, would you like to say something?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, this is Anvay from class 10, which have just moved to 11th. I joined this club this year only, and it gave me a best experience of my life. It gave me many chances to meet people, to help the poor and needful people, go to orphanage, etc. Now, this international culture exchange gave me a chance to connect with the people of the other countries. I connected with Sachin, which was a great experience of us together. This club gave me a feeling of a family. The cabinet is very helpful this year. Ishika, Didi, Vishu Bhaiya, all are Tatsat Bhaiya, all are good to me. Us, they help us in every situation, everything, and was a family feeling this year. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Anvez. Ishu and Ishika, this is what we harvest. When we do good things, then it comes back from your junior's mouth, then you feel so very proud and happy that at least our juniors are acknowledging your efforts. So this is one feeling of happiness that yes, whatever we are doing, our peer members are acknowledging and they are enjoying it. So that's great. Anybody else?
Yes, ma'am. It's truly undeniable the support we get from the interactive, it's very much important to us. Tatsat, our cabinet secretary, would like to say something.
Hello everyone, I'm Tatsat, the secretary of Interact Club. Actually, I joined the Interact Club of DLDAV PP in 8th grade, and since then I have been a member of Interact Club. In the 10th grade, when we had organized Inaya, I was also working in that project, which was also a cultural exchange between different states. But this time, we have organized a project between countries, which is like a great big deal for me. All thanks to Vishu and our teacher coordinators who have mainly coordinated the project and helped us to gain many more values. Also, I would like to talk about the visit that we had to the orphanage. That's Matri Chhaya that Seema ma'am just told us about. Like the visit to the Matri Chhaya, the smiles on the faces of the children when we met them was amazing. Like I'll never forget the one child that held my hand and walked me across their whole shelter. I love that feeling actually.
You are very right, Bida. We have so many projects in the school, and Helpage India is one project where we keep on visiting such kind of schools and NGOs. And really believe it, whenever we go to that different NGOs, you really feel very happy and satisfied. इतना अच्छा लगता है कि जब आप किसी के साथ में अपना क्वालिटी टाइम बिताते हो, because giving anything material is one thing, and giving your best time to the other people who really feels lonely is one such satisfying feeling. So I'm glad that all the students are getting this opportunity in our school.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Adamya will take you on for one final comment.
I would like to say thank you to ma'am for helping us for joining this club, and President Vishu Bhaiya for helping us in everything. I remember my Matri Chhaya trip, and it was just a really my mind changing trip, or just something that changed my whole way of thinking about life. I just feel so much thankful of my life and my parents that they are providing me with everything I have right now, and I just feel so much grateful after that. Thank you for that feeling.
Damya, thank you very much for expressing yourself. And I'm so very happy all the students are actually interacting. In true sense, you are actually a interact. So hope to meet you very soon, and thank you all the other members who have joined this event. Thank you very much. Have a good day and good night. Best of luck.
Thank you so much, ma'am, and thank you, Adamya, for speaking. So many of our actually, ma'am, participants from other countries will be joining us online. They will be watching the entire recording of the event. Since Jocelyn, it's like 9 or 10 there, right, in Honduras. Many of the people there have school. So Jocelyn, I believe everyone will be joining us via the YouTube link.
Yes, that's right. I will be sharing the YouTube link with them so they can actually see this amazing presentation you made today.
Thank you so much, Jocelyn. I believe the same will be for District 9212, Dr. Teddy.
Yes, definitely.
Thank you so much, guys. Once again, I would like to thank our principal, ma'am, Seema ma'am, for joining us. You have truly graced our event with your presence. And I would like to express my sincerest gratitude to all of you Interact. Before we end, I would like to request everyone to please once turn on their cameras so we can have a picture of the event. Okay, Anvay is here. Everyone, please turn on your cameras. Thank you, Arya. All right, Bridhi, thank you. Niharika, okay. Thank you, Ray and Teddy. No problem, Jocelyn. Thank you, Diksha. All right, so when I say cheese, everyone smile. All right.
Hey, Vishu, can you please ask Pratyush from our school and Amber from our school to open the video? We'll have a good photograph. They are going to have a good time.
Yes, ma'am, of course. Pratyush and Amber, please turn on your cameras. Arushi, if you can please turn on your camera, that will be great. Ditya, Lesh, if you can turn on your camera, please. Okay, so 3, 2, 1. She. Okay, thank you everyone for joining us. We've had a great time with you all, and we hope to see you in our next event. Thank you everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you very much.
Thank you
Thank you
so much,
so
ma'am.
much.